Hey everybody, welcome to another kitchen table product review. I'm Derek Sabori. I'm here at the desk, at the table, at the kitchen table, and we're doing some product reviews. And not too long ago when I was searching through my Instagram page, a little ad popped up, and the ad was for underwear. Underwear and t-shirts. Underwear, t-shirts, and socks to be exact, made with organic cotton. Fair trade was in there, and to me, that's something of interest because I love when we can have our everyday products that are made more sustainable and that are contributing to a new economy and contributing to just us manufacturing better, doing things better. And as you know, this podcast and these videos and the site in general is all about getting people to vote with their dollars. The more that we can support products that are doing things better, the better off we're all going to be as a society. That's what I believe. And the more we support them, the more brands like that that we'll see in the marketplace for sure. So this one is called Pact, and you can find them at wearepact.com. Saw an ad pop up, so I had not heard of these guys. I went out and bought these products. But let's have a look and see what they came. So one cool thing is Pact comes up on a thing called Done Good. They're a Done Good approved web company. If you go to Done Good and you install that Chrome extension on your computer, it's donegood.co. Done Good is a cool thing that as you're browsing and searching for things, they're going to highlight it and let you know that, hey, this is you might be looking for underwear. Well, here is a brand that is doing things more sustainably. And the brand that I'm part of, Cosm, our brand, was also recommended and approved to be on the Done Good site. So they do an audit, they come through, ask some questions, kind of check the way you're built, how you're running your business, and they do a great job of just sort of giving you a scrub to make sure that you're worthy. So when you see a Done Good brand pop up, then you can kind of rest assured that they're doing things the right way. I like to think of it as sort of a B Corp play, if you will, but this tool helps you as you're browsing and shopping for things on the website. So Pact popped up for me, and men's, women's, and kids apparel made with organic cotton. What I like about these guys, though, is their fair trade commitment, and that they do a good job, I think, a decent job of breaking down why organic is better and what they are doing. I'm interested, though. I feel like there was more information on their Instagram site than on their website. But let's have a look at the products and see what's going on with these Pact organic goods. So packaging was clean. I like that. Typical brown box. And it'd be great if this was FSC certified, which I don't necessarily see, but that doesn't mean it's not. FSC certified, like we've said before on the podcast or in the videos, is when cardboard or paper products are certified to be sourced from responsibly managed forests. Inside, we'll move this here off to the side. You get your packing slip and a couple simple paperwork on how to return the product, which is nice, simple, super simple returns, they say. Inside, simple packaging. So here's my one of my arch nemesis, the plastic bubble wrap, which I'm not sure. FP International, it says compliant to some port, it's got a leaf on there, I don't know what that means, so it might be made from recycled content. I always, though, save this as it is, stuff it in a big bag. We do a lot of online shopping, maybe unfortunately, but it's probably just like the rest of you. And I save these, put them in a big trash bag. When that trash bag gets full and stuffed with airbags, I take it over to the local UPS shipping center, and they gladly take it and reuse it. So a little bit of advice, try that. But inside, here we are. We've got super soft organic trunks, no toxic dyes, no toxic pesticides, fair trade certified cotton, no sweatshops, no child labor. So pretty good, perfect fit promise. They are offering 100% happy with your purchase guarantee. And on the back here, which is really cool, robots don't make your clothes, people do. So a big movement in apparel and fashion right now is this idea of, diving deeper to figure out and ask who makes your clothes, and to know that there are people, sometimes often in really poor countries, really poor circumstances, making the clothes that we wear, even some of the most high fashion clothes that we wear. So what I did is I bought a pair of socks and a pair of underwear. I wanted to try them out. And even on the socks, robots don't make your clothes. So their story says we're all about super soft clothes and putting people first. That starts with ensuring our socks are lovingly and ethically made with the highest level of sustainable production. When you choose Pact, you're making a positive difference in supporting the people who grow our cotton and craft our clothes. Sure, they're comfy, amazing socks, but they're more than socks. They're an impetus for the best kind of change. You can learn more at their website, We Are Pact. The packaging, it goes out to point out the no toxic dyes. And a lot of times in fashion and apparel, if you're looking for things, if you are concerned with chemicals, look for brands that are using Blue Sign certified manufacturing processes or fabrics. Blue Sign is a really neat chemical company that audits the chemicals that go into the manufacturing process so that you don't have to test the products when we're done. In apparel, a lot of times products get tested when they're done for lead and phthalates and different chemicals. But if you have a clean chemical list going into the process, the earliest stages of raw materials, then perhaps there's less worry about the end testing. So this says no toxic pesticides, no sweatshops, no child labor. And yes, child labor can be an issue, especially with cotton. Uzbekistan is one of the countries that continues to be called out for their child labor practices. Many companies, many fashion brands have committed to sourcing cotton outside of Uzbekistan. They're a big cotton provider. The problem is not a lot of companies have sustainability, have traceability in their supply chain, so they're not actually able to see where their cotton is coming from. Bigger companies and companies that have a bigger sustainability commitment do and are making that effort to make sure that they can understand or, I guess, commit to you that there is no child labor in their cotton. So we're going to have a look at these. These feel great. There's a little sticker on here that I'm toying with here. They feel great. I'm a big fan of Stance socks, and that's not necessarily a plug for them. I just like them. We've got friends there at the brand. They're great socks, and obviously they own a big part of the market share. But if we can get Stance to be using fair trade organic cotton, that's amazing. And maybe they are. Maybe I just haven't seen it yet. But if they're not, guys, call me. Let's do some work together. I like what's going on here, though. Super soft, organic, premium crew socks. They feel great. Well, it'll be the test will be the elasticity. Do they hold up? We used to call socks that continue to fall down quitters. So let's make sure these aren't quitters. I'll try them on and give them the review. Let's see if I open them up. I like that there's some simple, essentially what seems like plastic-free packaging. These look good. They've got a nice little embroidery here on the inside if I can get the thread out. So they've got like this little heart. So nice color, nice style. You don't necessarily know that these are more sustainable socks, so good job. And then on the briefs, the trunks, change you can wear, it says. And so what it says, what does being fair trade mean? What they say is when you purchase fair trade, you're supporting better conditions for cotton farmers. For each product sold, they earn a premium to invest in social development projects and to fight poverty in their communities. And that I know from some of the work I've done. So I got, whoa. So these are funny because mostly these were for yoga. So for those of you that might know me or know what I do, yoga is a big part of my life and the brand that I've got. So I wanted to get some shorts to wear under my yoga shorts. So we'll see how these go. They feel great. They're black, which I like. So if we've got a black dye that is non-toxic, then that's great. The elastic feels good. They've got all their questions answered here, though. So they bring a list here. They explain what GOTS certification is, and GOTS is the Global Organic Textile Standard. You can look for that certification in organic products. They explain why latex is used. Actually, Pact Apparel is fully latex-free, they say. They use elastane. Elastane is up here in the waistband, which has similar qualities. They point out why they use organic cotton, that it's a true win-win. Organic cotton uses less water than conventional cotton during the phase. It eliminates those harsh chemicals and pesticides that are grown and used in the cotton fields for farmers. No bleaches or dyes that conventional cotton uses, especially if it's certified all the way through. So it's better for the farmer, and that fair trade certification makes sure that there is a premium price paid for that organic cotton. and that premium goes back into community projects and goes directly back to the farmer. Let's see, they also explain why some products are fair trade while others are not. And manufacturing products can be really complex. It's a really complex supply chain, but they say that they are committed to using organic cotton on all of our comfy and cozy and ethically made cotton clothing. For our items that need a little stretch, we blend our organic with small amounts of elastane. Why don't they manufacture in the US? So where are these made? It doesn't quite say. Let's see. These are made in India. And India is one of the biggest cotton producers, if not the biggest, in the world. But they say they're deeply committed to making organic cotton, and it makes a lot of economical, environmental sense for our clothing to be made where our organic cotton is harvested. And that's true. 74% of all organic cotton is from India. We view this as an opportunity to better the global community and make an impact on lives all over. And our clothing will always be sweatshop free and child labor free, they say. So good job to these guys. It seems like they're doing great. And one thing I think that's important to point out when we're looking at products like this, apparel products, and I think Pact is doing a good job here, not everything is going to be perfect. And any brand that points out and says, hey, we've got an eco-friendly product, or it's the most sustainable, or it is sustainable, it's not. And there are so many steps. So I like when companies are just sort of stating the facts, saying, here's what we do, here's what we can't do, here's why we don't do it. And also, as soon as you stop including some of the things that we're so used to, then you've got a product that is inferior. So of course they have to use elastane. So sometimes you'll get critics saying, well, what about the elastane? Or, what about the dyes that we use? Well, guess what? About 70% of the environmental impacts of products in the apparel market come from raw materials, how the raw materials are sourced, and how those raw materials are processed. Raw materials in this case is the cotton. So these guys at Pact are addressing a good 70% of their environmental impact by addressing the cotton and the raw materials, and cut them some slack for having elastane in here and other products that may not be sustainable. There are some alternatives out there we can look for, and maybe Pact is already sourcing them. But the goal is to make big steps like this, support brands that are doing things a little bit differently and that are really making an effort to put sustainability, community, people's lives, and just us as humans at the forefront of their business, as opposed to sort of on the back end burner. So hopefully these guys are seeing a profit and they'll grow, but check them out. Pact Apparel. They are at I've been saying it wrong the whole time. Wear Pact. So WEARPACT.com. Wear Pact. Check them out. I ordered these. Haven't worn them yet. They seem like they're going to be great though. So check back for more updates. And they've even got a get free socks offer. And that is at freepactsocks.com. Follow the online instructions. Sit back. I don't know how they do it, but that's what they sent me. So order your own, check it out, and be sure to check back for the next kitchen table product review. We'll be back here soon.